always come back.
Bam! What is that?
Oh.
If you're gonna fuck, do it in a parking lot. Turn up!
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another Bryce is Right. I hope everybody's having a fantastic freaking week. Hope y'all are ready to dive into this weekend the right way, you know, with some Bryce is Right, where we're going to dive into some of the creepiest and freakiest videos I could find in the deepest, darkest corners of TikTok. In these clips, they're going to blow your mind, make your head spin, and have you questioning your reality. Before we get started, we're going to go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on any future content, and leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Let us know what's up. Alright, y'all know what time it is. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's get it.
It just stopped.
Oh wow.
It's looking at us, baby. Woo. You better move
Dang.
back. Why it just stop?
Huh. That was a good one. Yeah. Oh shit.
Always come back.
That's a big ass mother effer.
World. That's so scary. I'm afraid to move.
Oh my god, here we go. Here it is. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Man, it's weird.
What is that?
Yeah, they're really trying to hype this up, y'all. I think it's 2025 this is gonna happen. Probably around May.
Oh my gosh.
What y'all think?
That is a really, really big python. That's a really, really, really big python.
Wow.
Oh. Yeah, yeah. This is so badass. Wow. Good job, guy. Good job.
Is snakes out there this big?
Good job, cry. Yeah, that's a big snake.
That loud crash you just heard, it was the Tesla driving off the roof and crashing below. This happened just days ago in New South Wales, and right now we don't know if the crash was caused by an error by the 59-year-old driver or from the car's automated systems.
That's scary. Dang, this snake looks bigger than the alligator one. Dang, Ice Cube.
นี่ยังใหญ่เลยน่าจะติดที่อะไรแล้วก็ตายจมน้ำตายอันนี้น่าจะแค่ครึ่งท่อนหลังนะตัวอะไรครับเนี่ยอนาคอนดาใช่ไหมตรงปากทางเข้าแยกฮอนด้าจะเข้าวังปลาหมอนะครับ
All I know is I ain't getting in that
ครึ่ง
water.
ท่อนหลัง
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
ไม่รู้อยู่ไหน
So it's gonna have to pass. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It could be a goat.
I still like that. That's a 300 pound.
I think it's just a person.
What you gotta tell
Golly.
him? That boy don't play. Yes, sir.
Gotcha, bitch!
That's a 300 pound.
What's up with the
What you gotta
bird?
tell him? That boy don't play. Yes, sir.
Disculpa, ¿este es el barrio del encanto o tú eres el encanto de este barrio? Mira.
Really? That's creepy.
Disculpa, ¿este es el barrio del encanto o tú eres el encanto de este barrio? Mira. Linda. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Deci mai smrece sau pui ascultătorul nu fac?
Y'all, it is official. Memory is not just stored in the brain. New research suggests that cells throughout our bodies, like our kidney and nerve cells, have their own form of memory. Researchers discovered that non-neural cells can learn and retain information from patterns of chemical signals in ways previously only attributed to neurons. Researchers found that when cells are exposed to space chemical stimuli, the cells responded more effectively than to constant exposure, mirroring the spaced repetition effect seen in traditional neural learning, where reviewing information at intervals improves retention better than cramming. The idea that cells outside the brain can store and recall information has profound implications and challenges long-standing belief that memory is an exclusive domain of neural networks.
That's different. I don't know.
Went outside to prove my point, and this is over my house right now.
Wow.
What is that?
This is a video of the Morris County drones with characteristic triangle lights on the back or underneath.
My wife and I were driving. We saw one right up above us that was the size of our car. I mean, it's crazy.
They're very fast. They dart around, but no one can figure out, like, why are they here? The rumors have gone from Russian spies to people stalking Trump to aliens, so nobody really knows what's going on, but it's definitely concerning.
It's suspicious to me, obviously. It's creepy.
Now you see me? Now you don't.
Oh, that's not cool. Did he just say we
Scorpions.
fold it up?
Hello. Oh my god.
Is it like, is that a spaceship flying by? Or is that the closest meteor shower ever? Like, what's really going on here? I don't know. Man, when I saw the preview on my phone, I thought it was a spaceship. I was like, dang, this is getting wild. But that looks like a meteor shower.
Like,
What is that? Oh, it's a bird. Was it like a cemetery for birds? Ooh. Oh, that bird's alive. He's sleeping. Dang. That's his little couch. I'm gonna plant some sunflowers.
So guys, if you're thinking about putting on Christmas lights, think
I
again,
knew
this is my brand new TRX.
I told y'all.
And I already majorly scratched all the paint. Look at this.
what an idiot. Oh.
As I was driving down the highway, the glass was hitting my truck. So guys, if you're thinking about putting like...
Forget about the aliens in the ocean. We got aliens inside of McDonald's French fries. And this is one of the main reasons that I want to stay away from all of the processed food. And why does it look like carpet dust is on it under the microscope? Like resembling barbershop floors. And it doesn't get any better as he breaks it in half. And what do we have here? Intergalactical life forms. And no, I don't want to hear the excuse of extra protein. Since when did everybody become bodybuilders? And I'm not a bird. So me personally, I would never be okay with eating a maggot. Like, why are they even in the food? And not only are they in the food, they're alive. See, he even caught one doing the Dougie. The two-step. The Cupid shuffle. He taking a bite out of your fries before you take a bite out of your fries. How did they survive the heat? Are these niggas invincible?
I'm gonna show my wife that, and then she won't touch my fries ever again. What is that? That's trippy. Some Battle of Los Angeles shit. Doesn't look like... Keeps blurring. That's a trip.
Oh, there's like a
bigger
whole
in here.
skeleton down there.
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is.
These creepy videos demonstrate what you don't want to find in an abandoned building. And this one comes from obsolete voids. And while urbexing in an undisclosed location, they find bones seemingly buried underneath the stairs in an abandoned house. Not knowing what they are, they begin to record. Take a look.
That is a skeleton. Holy shit.
Of what?
I hope a dog. It looks like a dog. It's big. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Maybe a horse?
It's like a big dog, right?
Holy cow.
Dude, like how many bones?
The sacrifice is going on.
Skeleton, or you think it's multiple?
Could be multiple. They could have all fallen.
Oh my god.
This next clip comes from Exploring with Josh. And while exploring an abandoned ghost town, they come across something that looks like a ritual site. And in the center of the room, there was some sort of humanoid statue. Now it's unclear what this was used for, but I can only imagine finding this at night. Here's what they caught on camera. Take a look.
Yo! What the hell?
What is that?
What the hell?
What is going on back there?
Oh, yo, no way.
That's not real, is it?
Whoa, what? And sisters were here? Dude, this is the creepiest thing I've seen in an abandoned ghost town or abandoned spot ever. Dude. Yeah, what is that? Oh.
What the heck? Is it Slinky? So this is not AI, this is real. These Beetlejuice Slinky heads. Hey, I think that's awesome. I want one.
What is going on in Idaho? I have had hundreds of residents in Idaho reach out to me as of recently, asking me to speak upon something that's been happening for weeks or even months now, apparently. And there happens to be a lot of concern about a certain creator on TikTok named Aaron Belk right now as well, which posted a really confusing video as of recently. I don't necessarily know how much I believe in that video, but a lot of them, including some farmers, especially in the desert, have been talking about hearing some loud booms. Now, apparently a lot of these booms happen overnight, but some even during the day. And a lot of reports of air traffic over areas of which they've never experienced such traction before. And then apparently pop-up camps appearing in remote areas that include groups of which these residents have never seen before. Now, I've been getting a lot of reports from Eagle, Idaho and Twin Falls as well. But what's interesting is that some of these accounts are from around Limhi County and Salmon Challis, but all reports being outside of forested areas. And I find that interesting because just a couple of months ago, I was speaking about Salmon Challis National Forest, and I was speaking about a water curtailment that was taking place in Idaho. Now, from what I understand, they actually came to an agreement. But what I find most interesting is that the only operating cobalt mine in the entire United States just so happens to be in Idaho. And do me a huge favor and go look up how many gallons of water per ton is required for processing. Now see, I'm not going to say too much about that specifically, but I am curious as to what these residents have specifically been hearing and why these sounds are so loud to begin with. But I just can't find right now what would be a reasonable cause for those sounds.
This will come in handy later. Got another video about this.
Dropping! Oh yeah!
That's gotta be nerve-wracking. I love it.
Oh yeah! Woo! Yeah!
That was cool. Shred it. Like an OG paw. Why is he Bruce Leroying and ushering at the same time? He said, watch, give this dude the speedball. Watch what he does. He said, I can't even contest with that. Ooh, more Battle of Los Angeles stuff. Ooh, what is this?
Look, nothing in the sky at all. Then all of a sudden, bam! What is that? Anybody tell me what that is? We're in the middle of the ocean. On a ferry. Nothing around. Look. Nothing around. No land, no nothing.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Say, I love you. Say, I love you. I love you. Minnie, say, I love you. Say, I love you.
Cute little pup.
So everybody's talking about aliens. Let me tell you what's really going on. This is crazy. So Space Force said, don't be alarmed at sightings of emergency responders, military personnel, or simulated incidents near U.S. Space Force installations over the next few days. So these exercises, which are meant to test and improve Space Launch Delta 45's operations, will involve simulated launch-related incidents on or near the agency's installations. Now, these exercises are pre-planned and are part of routine readiness training. So here's the real problem. Experts warn that the threats from space are extremely worrying because they could knock out communications infrastructure and GPS, threatening systems for travel, banking, and more that people use every day around the world. It's getting serious. So they have this strategy called competitive endurance, and there are 3 tenets. The first 2 are focused on space domain awareness, while the third centers on developing technology to defend satellites and other at-risk space architecture. With all the crazy things going on and all the sightings, we have this going on as well. I don't know, people. Is it the aliens or Space Force?
She fell asleep in the club with her coochie out.
What? What just happened there? That looked like no hot dog I've ever seen. not great.
Oof.
Ooh. What was that?
After the Civil War, these charlatans came up with these talking boards that they were going around and visiting all the widows saying, I can contact your dead husband, the soldier who died. If you can pay me this amount, we can do it with this talking board. And they made a lot of money off of these poor widows. And then that eventually became what was being known as the Ouija board, which was bought by Hasbro, toy company, and they're based in Salem, Massachusetts, the capital of witchcraft. And they have consultants who went into the development of these boards that became Ouija boards, and that they are the first to say that they asked the board what its name is, and it said Ouija, which means nothing. And the first year they went to market, the #1 board game was Monopoly, and that year Ouija boards outsold Monopoly by 1 million boards. So it was embraced by the culture, like fast. And it's opening a portal right into hell.
There you have it. Man, I need dogs like this in my area. Helping push the car out of the water. Dang. Whoa. The museum on wheels now? Man, imagine that getting hit by a train. Whoa. Dinosaur auction. That'd be cool.
My last video showed you that the human egg is the largest cell in the body and how big human embryos are. But this is actually an embryo inside the eye of a needle to show you it's still really tiny.
Super tiny. Better go get Joe John again. He's done had too much of his medicine. He's dressed up like a zombie again. I'm good. It's all you, man. Okay, so that's either a lot of drones or something's going on.
Well, it seems that the alien invasion and aerial battle has started in Tampa, Florida. As you can see, they got some kind of aircraft shooting something in the air. We can't really see what's going on. But you're probably still going to have to go to work tomorrow. That's a guarantee, it looks like. I've seen tons of different drone videos posted similar to this. This is probably one of the most convincing ones. I'm going to zoom in so we can get a better look at it. I'm sure we'll see more footage surface tomorrow, maybe from the ground right below, but this is all we have for right now. This is probably the only legitimate aerial battle looking footage we've seen so far. I know it's not quite what we were expecting and hoping to have happened, so if you didn't pay your rent, you better start cutting that check, if you know what I mean, because a lot of people thought they would get out of rent because of this. But yeah, there's not too much to say. We don't really know what's going on here. These could just be drones, probably not aliens. But let me know if you guys saw any alien activity tonight.
Whoa.
I don't know, hon.
Oh, wow.
Where's the threat? In the room. I can't in the room. The chimney. Oh my God. We're gonna call that. All right.
Wow. Explosion happened down the road from my house a couple years ago. Shit was loud. My house is still messed up.
You see, it's the crazy part. I saw that video and I knew immediately, like, man, that's some really good CGI. But also, in my mind was like, if that's real, I'll put $1,000 on it being in Australia.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Okay, that's one way.
I don't give a fuck what you want.
Willie here has low blood sugar, that's all.
That's right, I forgot to take my pill.
Damn. Caught up.
What the fuck is that tree's problem right there?
Been there. That shit hurts. Oh no. Oh, hell no.
This is your steering wheel of the future. Look at this. A jewel-inspired car. Wait for it. Ready? Look at the floor of your car. It is one big digital screen all the way from the front to the back.
I don't want a TV screen in my feet.
And as you can see, there is no steering wheel, right? So, this, as I said...
Who thought this is a good idea? For one, car sickness, that TV breaking in half and cutting my head off, Final Destination style. Put it in the windshield. Come on now.
Is your new steering wheel. Let's go in. I'll show you how it works. Feels weird standing on a TV screen, basically. But that's,
like Tron.
That's what it's designed for. All right, now you put this here. Okay, that's its little holding position. Look how everything lights up. That is so cool. Now, this, if you want to go somewhere, you position it here. Okay, you drive it forward. Look at this. It tells the car that you're ready for it to take you to your destination. Check this out, guys. Watch what happens. The car opens up to give you a hug, to welcome you in. This is the brand new Model L100 from Lincoln.
That's too much. A BMW was cool last time, but that was too much. Oh, that's cool. Looking like it's a dragon. I don't know what the hell's going on here. It's like a damn oversized troll. They still do those troll dolls with the spiked up hair. Oh wow. Are they shaving them? Okay.
Second probe, positioned a mile from the deep sinkhole and 2,000 feet higher up, is filming an even more mysterious creature of the deep. One that has never been seen by human eyes before.
What? Looks like a damn spaceship.
With a bulbous, gelatinous head, and trailing a long strand with what looks like a weight on the end. This is an entirely unknown species of creature known as a sea squirt.
A sea squirt?
Only further study and sightings could reveal the secrets of its bizarre body.
That's different. Like a damn plastic bag.
Thousands of Amazon workers in more than 20 countries, including the U.S., are prepared to strike, and it could happen this weekend. Organizers say they want to hold Amazon accountable for alleged labor abuses, environmental degradation, and threats to democracy. The plan Make Amazon Pay Days of Assistance, or resistance, I should say, comes as labor leaders worldwide feel increasingly emboldened to take on large corporations in an era of income inequality. An Amazon spokesperson says the company is always looking at ways to improve and remains proud of its competitive pay, benefits, and safe work experience.
Glad I got my Christmas shopping done then.
Oh no, my vape.
Come on, bro.
My vape.
Don't drop
Please
your
don't
vape.
take my vape. That is not food. Oh my god, he's gonna take my fucking vape. Oh.
That's it, Jake. You out of here. Leave your Vans, your vape pen, and your protein shake all on this desk.
He almost had that thing.
A near miss with a school bus in Plymouth, and it was caught on camera. This is why we warned so much people during the school year about school buses. Now the person responsible has actually been arrested for this, but look at the video. You can see the school bus. It's coming to a stop there, red lights flashing, and then a car tries to go around the bus, going into the driveway of the home. You see it there, narrowly missing the child that was running towards the bus. The video was posted online by the homeowner. It led police to 59-year-old Brenda Mello. She is expected to be arraigned in Plymouth District Court.
That is not good.
Watermaster doesn't even know.
If you're getting tickets for passing buses,
Watermaster's a pretty smart guy. He usually
better
knows
watch how you drive.
about everything that's going on around here, and he
Just
doesn't even
kidding,
know
Mom.
what's going on. This has been happening all over East Idaho in several small towns, especially out in the country where it's quieter, but we've been hearing loud booms, like explosions, specifically at night, over the past 2 months. And it's so loud and so strong that it shakes the windows in the houses and shakes the house a little bit. And it happens 3 to 4 times a week. The local news ran a story and they said it was skyquakes. I've never heard of skyquakes before, but it has been happening in several small towns all through eastern Idaho. Now, they outlawed sonic booms like 40 years ago. So it might be sonic booms, supersonic aircraft, military testing or something. But it's been happening a lot and a lot more frequent. Like sometimes it happens 2 or 3 times in one evening, and typically you hear them best when it's quiet, like after 8 p.m. when the city's quiet, you hear these loud booms. It's not a firework, we don't know what it is, but the news won't talk about it, but there's lots of Facebook groups trying to figure out what it is, and it's happening all throughout eastern Idaho, and it might be happening in other states too. I don't know.
We're not supposed to talk about the booms.
Evidently, there's a lot more booms going around than I first realized. I thought it was just here local to Rigby, Idaho, but it's not. Shortly after posting my video about the booms, I have a law enforcement friend. I'm not going to say if it's state level or county level, but he came over to my house and said, "Hey, Aaron, it'd be a good idea to pull the video you posted about the booms and not talk about it anymore." He didn't tell me if he knew what they were or what they were doing it for, but he says as an agency, they've been told to deny, deflect, and diffuse. So they don't want it to be talked about. Now, I'm not crazy to conspiracy theories, but my officer friend did tell me about a local amateur seismologist that contacted the news and gave him a story about he set up several different seismology detectors around the area, and he was going to run a story on it. And shortly thereafter, before they could actually run the story, he had a heart attack, and he's gone. So that got me thinking that there's something going on with these booms that we're not supposed to know about. So if I stop making videos, guys, you'll know why.
Explaining the booms.
It's come to my attention that the videos I made about the mysterious boom sounds may have caused some unexpected concerns and consequences. I'm making this video to set the record straight and clear up any rumors and misinformation. I was recently contacted by some well-educated scientists who explained the whole boom phenomenon. First, the booms that we are hearing and feeling are not new. In fact, they've been happening for hundreds of years, and they are just part of nature. In fact, there are several natural causes that produce the boom sound. A few of these natural and normal causes are as follows. 1. Skyquakes, which is basically lightning without a flash. As the atmosphere rubs together, it creates molecular tension, which builds up and gets released as a sound burst or a boom. And 2, normal lightning. Just because you didn't see a flash didn't mean it didn't happen. Plus, sound travels slower than light, so you wouldn't see anything by the time you heard it. 3, small seismic activity. In other words, small earthquakes. Now, the reason these booms seem like they're happening more frequently is because of social media, exaggerating the natural phenomenon. Another reason people actually hear more today than they did before is because society as a whole has become much quieter. 30 years ago, there were no sound restrictions on airplanes or cars, so we're hearing better today, thanks to the government.
A traveler who flew into Cleveland Hopkins International Airport yesterday and is now being observed, isolated and observed for flu-like symptoms.
As you just saw in the local news clip coming out of Cleveland, Ohio, there is something that we all need to be aware of. And as you know, this is not my typical post. But like I said, this is something that we all need to be aware of and keep our eye on it, because this is scary. Basically, a traveler from the Congo has arrived within the United States in Cleveland, and immediately the following day was rushed to the hospital with flu-like symptoms. Why this is a big deal is because the article behind me explains that right now in the Congo, dozens and dozens of people have died from this mysterious illness, and it's a flu-like symptom. They still have no idea what's causing this virus and where it originated from. From all of the reports being told out of Cleveland, these are just extra cautionary steps that we're taking to ensure the patient's isolated, and I'm assuming that this does not spin out of control. But like I said, this is something that we all need to be aware of and keep our eye on. Viruses are not something to be toyed with.
This morning, a patient who had recently arrived at Hopkins International Airport, we believe that was yesterday, in Cleveland, from the Democratic Republic of Congo, was transferred via North Olmsted EMS to UH St. John's Medical Center Emergency Department with flu-like symptoms. That's in Westlake. Statement goes on to say UH staff has taken proper safety precautions while their condition is being evaluated. The patient is currently under isolation, and their condition has been reported to the Ohio Department of Health. Patients and staff are utilizing proper masking and isolation protocols and taking appropriate reporting steps to protect our patients, staff, and the community. That's all we've been given.
Scientists are racing to create AI that is more human-like, and one way that they can do that is by modeling dopamine-seeking behavior in humans. More broadly, humans do things that make them feel good. They don't want to antagonize somebody else because it doesn't give them that dopamine response. Or, they antagonize others because it does. Similarly, you can model a robot in a dopamine-seeking behavior, and that fills me with dread, and I'll explain why, but I need to explain ADHD. People with ADHD essentially have a broken reward system in their brain. There are two main causes. Either you have a broken response system, so your ability to perceive dopamine in your brain is bad, or you can have less dopamine altogether, you can have a deficiency in it, and it is lifelong. As a result, it does become very difficult to function. You don't get the benefit of completing a task, you don't get the benefit of dopamine when you're paying attention because you know that there's a reward. Everything feels awful all of the time, and you're just doing something to try to alleviate that.
Fucking squirrel!
This is another reason for executive dysfunction. When you're looking at completing a task, and you can't see that there's going to be any reward, it's really hard to get started. That feels a little bit contrary to the idea that ADHD is also an impulse control issue. So you have that part of your brain that says you should do something, and then you have another part of your brain that's activated at the same time that says, hey, you should not do that thing. In ADHD people, the part that says, hey, don't do the thing, is also a little bit broken, which also results in fairly poor behavior. It's really, really complicated. If you want a little bit of a tip as someone with ADHD and suffers from executive dysfunction, how I motivate myself to do stuff is by telling myself, A, I like this task, it is just a lie, or B, telling myself, I hate having this thing weighing over me. It will finally be gone if I just do the thing, and I do the thing. Which brings me back to modeling robotic behavior based on human responses. How do we know that it encapsulates a true human response and not just the spectrum of human behaviors? Could we accidentally code in psychopathy into an AI model? At the basis of it, I also really don't want a robot to be more functional than I am in terms of reward seeking.
That's scary.
Scientists are racing to create AI that is more human-like.
Ooh, got some soap shoes. Gangsta.
Following the booms have led us to the other side of the desert. Now we're up against the mountains, following the research that we've got in the papers. We're going to try and see if we can find another piece to the Boom Seeker mystery. So we're up what we call Boom Seeker Canyon, and there's this door, and it's locked from the inside. We are listening. You can hear, if you stick your ear to it, you can hear a motor or an engine or something running on the inside of it. And there's a ton of traffic on the ground here. I'm here in Boom Seeker Gap, as we call it, and there is a lot of traffic on this road here. You can look behind me. It's not much of a road. We're 50 miles from a Coke machine here, out in the middle of nowhere. No one lives anywhere close to here. This is a highly uninhabited area, and there is a ton of traffic here as far as on these roads. Lots of tracks, vehicles moving around the hills. December in Idaho, in the mountains, a bunch of traffic that goes nowhere. Kind of wondering what's going on.
But hey, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another Bryce is Right. Y'all have a great freaking weekend. Before we let you go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on any future content. And leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Let us know what's up. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all take it easy. We'll see you next time. Alright, y'all. Peace.
The rules may not turn off, but your inhibitions can. Flip, flip, flip. Squirrel.
Woof.